In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things that you can do to add curb appeal to your front yard. Hey everyone, I'm Ramani from Creations Landscape Designs or Friendly Landscapes, and I'm going to tell you the 5 things to do to add curb appeal to your home. But before I do that, I make videos about drought-tolerant landscapes, California native landscapes, sustainability, zero waste, and anything and everything in between. So if you'd like to get more of that content in your feed, then hit the red subscribe button. I'm also a residential landscape designer, so if you do need landscape design services in Southern California, I'll have a link to my business website in the description of the video down below. So let's get started. The first thing to do to add curb appeal to your front yard is reduce your lawn. Now ideally, I would say kill your lawn and remove every square inch of it. But there are some instances where maybe you have kids or a dog or dogs that are going to actively play around and you need some ounce of grass. And in those situations, that's okay. But when you reduce your lawn, you reduce the amount of money that you're spending on a regular basis to water, mow, fertilize the lawn. And because you're reducing it and replacing it with beneficial plant material, you're creating a habitat for the local wildlife. And that local wildlife, those local birds and butterflies and hummingbirds, are going to come have a party at your house. The second thing that you can do to add curb appeal to your front yard is plant for each season. Now there's tons of plants you can use, some California native plants, some non-native plants that will flower within each season. And if you plant so that there's some sort of color in each season, then you're going to get a more vibrant look. Every season there's going to be some color for you and your neighbors to enjoy. For example, autumn sage blooms most of the year with the exception of winter. You could plant different colors of it and have different colors of the flower. Ceanothus blooms primarily in the spring. So if you plant that along with autumn sage, the ceanothus flower is a cobalt color. You could plant a white or a red autumn sage, and all of a sudden, most of the year you have white and red, and in the spring, bam, you have pops of blue. So you can plant so that every season there's some sort of color. The third thing you can do to add interest and curb appeal to your front yard is plant in different heights. So instead of planting only plants that get 3 feet tall, you can plant for different heights of plants. Maybe by a window where you kind of want to be hidden, you plant a Cleveland sage. It gets about 6 by 6. You leave the window open, the nice fragrance comes in when the wind blows. In front of it, you might add some sort of other plant that gets about 3 feet tall, maybe a lavender. And maybe in front of that, you plant a sundrops that has the gorgeous yellow flowers that blooms most of the year. And so by having different heights of plants and plants of different colors and textures, you're adding interest to your garden. It visually looks better and it draws your eye. You could have a bird hill manzanita with a red bark and have a Catalina silverlace plant with the silvery whitish leaves planted around it, and all of a sudden you shine a light through it and that color contrast looks beautiful and gorgeous. The fourth thing that you can do to add curb appeal to your front yard is add accessories. Accessories such as pottery, such as little garden trinkets and whatnot. And what happens all of a sudden is these accessories, along with possibly adding a bird bath or a fountain, create more interest within the garden. And if you do add a bird bath, the birds will come actually drink from it after they've been finished eating from the plant material. And adding these accessories along with the plant material works really well because it allows for shift and change. The fifth thing that you can do to add curb appeal to your front yard is add pathways. Now I'm not talking about lots of different pathways, but what I am talking about is a path that leads from the front of the house to the curb. Because let's say, for example, you've got a standard 16-foot wide driveway. There's 2 cars parked in the driveway. Someone needs to come to your front lawn. If they have to walk past both of those cars and squeeze in between to get to the front door, that's just really going to irritate that person. But if you add a path that gets from the front of the street to your house, whether it's a straight path, a meandering path, whatever it is, it creates interest. It allows them to walk up, ooh, there's a cool plant selection there. Ooh, what is that plant? And it allows more flexibility for other people who are coming to visit you to be able to get to your house easier. And the mailman will probably like it if your mailbox is right at the door. You can even add a path that goes from the door to the gate. You can even, if you've got the room, add a meandering circular path that forces people to walk around the garden and smell the beautiful plants and see the beautiful colors that are in your landscape.